Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Kadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, honors, and salutations to the hopeful elect that are out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity. Shalom to you all. And this is I was checking out the Elder Apostle Zahar's video earlier, and he mentioned the scripture, and I said that would be a good lesson to do on the road. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 43. It says, "The king of Babylon have heard the report." I'm gonna read it in some other versions as well. "The king of Babylon had heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail." So this guy Nero, he's seeing that the American military is looking weak. The American military is getting their ass handed to them, and the so-called Israel's military is getting their ass handed to them by Iran, the Persians. So this guy, he's worried, man. And now there's reports that B.B. Milikowski, aka Not a Jew, is actually dead. Iran took him out in an airstrike. So this guy Trump, man, he shook, man. He shook, and he knows somewhere down the line he could probably go next. This is what happens when the bully thinks he's hot shit, man. This is what happens when the bully meets another bully. So you could look for more desperate moves from this guy. And as I put up a video the other day saying he's trying to expedite the production of these brain chips. He's trying to expedite that production. So this guy, he's getting desperate, and you could look for him to start doing more drastic things. Okay? It's looking bad out there for him, man. His approval rating is damn near lower than Obama's. And that nigga had a terrible approval rating, man. And he said it back in 2008, that if any president that attacks Iran or the Middle East, so-called Middle East, which is just Western Asia, what it's really called, if anybody attacks it, unprovoked, they should be impeached. Iran, showed no threat to the United States of America. Zero fucking threat. This was all because of Bibi Netanyahu, not a Jew, and his greed to achieve the Greater Israel Project. And for them to achieve that, they had to take Iran out the way. Okay? Iran had to get out the way, because Iran is the only nation over there in the region that could put up a fight. Now, the thing with Iran is, it's just like Afghanistan, a large mountainous region, man. You can't conquer that place, man. You cannot conquer that place. And not only, the terrain of Iran, but also who's backing Iran. Russia is helping them locate their targets. Russia and China, I believe it's just Russia. I'm not sure if China, but I know China is also sending missiles, to Iran, because they have great investments with Iran. China gets at least 40% of its crude oil from Iran. So you can't let a power like Iran go. So these superpowers, these superpowers, I'll tell you, brothers, man, when you wake up in the morning, get something spicy up in you, man. Whether it's some cayenne pepper or some jalapenos. I like pickled jalapenos, man. Get all that freaking inflammation out of you quick. So they cannot let Iran go. All right, and they will not let Iran go. So this war, as this blockhead, you know, Nero, is seeing that it's impossible for them to defeat, and now he's sending troops on the ground. I forget the little island off the shore of Iran that they want to take over, but it's where Iran basically do all this oil production. They want to send Marines there, you know, to take it over, because he feels like, well, this is their oil refinery, you know, for lack of a better word. This is their oil refinery, so if we send boots here, they'll never attack here, and we could just attack them. Nigga, you are dumb, bro. You are stupid, and you are sending those men to their fucking depths. You know, every report is saying, he's saying, hey, all the Marines is gonna die. You know, and this is what happens when your commander-in-chief is a goddamn retard, man. He's an evil, stupid bastard, man. You know, he's a pedo. You know, he's you know, and it shows you too, man, that this war ain't. First of all, you get so many fucking reasons why we going to war. Well, Israel attacked the. Well, no, they said they would attack Israel first, and then they would attack America. No, they wouldn't. The only ones over there in the so-called Middle East that's attacking everybody is Israel. Everybody else is just chilling. You know, they got their little skirmishes, excuse me, amongst each other. But they ain't really causing no ruckus like Israel is, man. And then that proud-ass devil, Milikowski, said, after we take over, after we finish here, Turkey is next. Well, nigga, you ain't going nowhere next. You fucking dead. They took your ass out. You know, and now these gutter rats are feeling it, man. And you see how the Lord is just cleansing that land. All them rats is just scurrying out of there, man. We in a great time, man. So let me read another version of this one. Like a kid in a candy store. Let's read the AMP version. It says, the king of Babylon heard the report about them. His hands fell limp and helpless. Anguish seized him, and agony like that of a woman in childbirth. Look at that, man. And in Isaiah the 13th chapter, it said, what? Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in travail as a woman. I mean, they shall be amazed at each other's faces. You know? Which meaning they're going to be dumbfounded. A lot of these people not going to know what the hell is going on. What the hell is happening. Alright? Because as this war going on, you still got Americans fucking going on vacation. Flying. You know, people, like the scriptures say, as in the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. What were the people doing? Eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage. And it's the same thing. These people don't. People are just fucking stupid, man. They think that they're gonna fucking eat all the fucking fast food they want, get as fat as they want, and then, you know, they just gonna live 1,000 fucking years. Yo, man. Anyway, but you see, man, the Lord is doing a great work, as he's always been doing. All his works are great. You know, in taking this man down. Systematically, the Lord is taking this man down. You know, and this war is gonna amp up, man. You know, when this dude puts boots on the ground, this war is going to amp up. Now he's in a place of no return. And that's why he's begging for help. He's begging NATO for help. And we're seeing why NATO is going to turn on them. We're seeing the prophecy in Obadiah coming to pass. The men that were like Confederate with thee have brought thee even to the border. NATO gonna fire missiles on America. Because I feel like this desperate idiot is gonna do something, you know, fucking major. He's gonna do something, who knows, probably drop a nuke on Iran. You know? Now, Iran has closed the Straits of Hormuz, which he said he destroyed all the mine ships over there in Iran, in the Straits, so other ships can pass through. But in the same fucking breath, he said, well, we don't even know if there was any mines there. Like, nigga, what? What? You know, yo, you MAGAs, man. You MAGAs. Oh, which you got some MAGAs that are wising up to this guy. You know, you got some MAGAs that are actually wising up to him. But hey, man, it's so much going on right now. You know, that's why the scriptures say, see then that ye walk circumspectly, man. Not as fools, but as wise. All right? You gotta be wise, man. And hey, let's not forget, the Pesach is coming up next month. Next month, April 1st, is the Pesach. You know, which is the springtime. Okay? So, Lord willing, it's edifying. I'm going to end it there. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders, the great millstone. Peace, love, honors, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.